What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I'll be going over this 2022 Ram 1500 built to serve Firefighter edition. If you enjoy reviews like these, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. That being said, let's jump into the 2022 Ram 1500 built to serve Firefighter edition and see what it's all about. Now, this is Ram's second phase of the built to serve trucks, which honor the firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical service providers. Starting with the different trims you can get with the Ram 1500 lineup include the Tradesman, Bighorn, Laramie, Limited Longhorn, and the Limited. Each of these trims do have their own unique standard features and optional equipment that you can get. Safety-wise, with the Bighorn, you really don't get anything unless you get the available options. But this particular Bighorn does have the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group, which adds the Park Sense front and rear park assist with stop. On the exterior of this built to serve, up front, this truck does come standard with black front and rear bumpers, along with the black grille and black surround. You will notice around the truck, all of the badging is also blacked out, and on the bumper, you will have the two front tow hooks along with the front parking sensors built in. Also, with the built to serve package, you do get LED reflector headlamps and LED fog lights. The only thing with this truck is, if you're looking to get the built to serve edition, then you can either get it in this hot red line pearl color or just black. Coming to the side of this Bighorn, with the built to serve, you also get black power folding side mirrors, along with black door handles and badging like I mentioned. And instead of having the black fender flares, with this, you get the body color fender flares. Another thing you get will be the black Mopar tubular side steps, plus you also have these very nice and unique 20-inch aluminum wheels with the technical gray finish that pair perfectly with the built to serve. Over on the rear, just like the front, you also have the black bumper back here and with the rear sensors built in. And with the built to serve, you will get the dual 4-inch black exhaust tips. The hitch is there in the middle, which is a part of the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group, or you can get it without that group as well. And above that will be your typical towing plugs. Now on the tailgate, there will be more of that black badging along with the black tailgate handle. Even under the tailgate on all of the Rams now, you do get this LED light. And like the front LED lights, the rear ones are also LED. Opening up the tailgate, typically there will be no spray and bed liner, but you can add that if you do need it. And that's pretty much it back here. Over on the rear glass will be the rear power sliding window, which again is a part of the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group. And other things that this built to serve comes with is a raised ride height, e-locker rear axle, and then you have your fuel tank, transfer case, front suspension, and steering gear skid plates. Moving to the inside here, you'll start to notice more of that built to serve package. At the bottom, there is decent amount of storage space, along with the speaker, which you do get an upgrade sound system, which I will touch on once we get to the front. You've got more storage space there in the center of the door, and up top, you'll notice throughout the whole truck, this nice black onyx interior accent pieces. Over on the seats, the built to serves do come with the vinyl and cloth seating that does have this nice unique orange accent stitching, which actually makes the interior stand out. Pulling the handrest down, there will be two cup holders, just like any of the Ram trucks. Lifting up the rear seats, you do have some storage for small items, and also what you'll get standard with the built to serve is the Mopar front and rear all-weather floor mats. And under your mats will be your rear in-floor storage bins that do come a part of the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group. Behind the seats will be your mat pockets for that additional storage, plus more of that orange stitching, and you also have your pouch attachment webbing. On the rear center console will be more cup holders surrounded by that really nice black onyx trim. Then will be some small storage space, USB ports, and a 115 volt plug. Now heading to the front of the Bighorn, you'll notice the same door layout as the rear, along with the usual window controls and the power folding side mirror controls. Like I was mentioning about the sound system, the built to serve does come equipped with the 9 Alpine speakers with the subwoofer. The front seats are like the rear, and not only is there orange stitching, but you will also have the built to serve embroidered Velcro panels, which allows you to add your very own patches to personalize your truck. And with the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group, you will also get the front heated seats. Because this is a built to serve, this gives you a power adjustable driver seat, which is pretty convenient. Underneath are just the foot pedals, hood latch release, electronic parking brake, and your power adjustable pedals, which again is included with the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group, followed by the exterior lighting controls and dimmer. The steering wheel is manual adjustable, and entering into the Bighorn will be a typical plastic dash. The gauge cluster is a similar layout as the other Ram trims, and in the center you can display different kinds of information about your truck. The steering wheel does come heated because of the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group, so if you're looking for a lot of features, you definitely want to go with this Level 2 equipment group. On the left side is where you'll find the center gauge cluster controls and Bluetooth controls. Across from that is the cruise control buttons and the gear limit selection. Behind is the indicator, high beams, and wiper controls, and on the side is where you'll find the rotary gear selector with the 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive controls, plus hill descent control and the axle lock. The center armrest area is typical like all Rams. Opening up the first section, you will have some storage and a USB port. For the main section, you will get the typical measuring table. However, because of the build to serve, you do get this Mopar lockable console storage area. So if you have any valuables you want to lock away, you can definitely go ahead and do that. On the sliding portion in the center will be more storage and cup holders. If you go ahead and slide that back, this will give you more deep storage area in the front and another 115 volt plug. Above that will be a place to hold 2 phones with more small storage and USB ports above that. Further up will be toggles for traction control, tow haul mode, and the front and rear parking sensors. Then you have the usual heating and cooling temperature control with the heated seat and steering wheel buttons. If you end up choosing the Bighorn Level 2 equipment group, then you will get the standard 8.4-inch touchscreen. This does have the new Uconnect 5 software, which is way better than the older version, because on the homepage, clicking My Pages will allow you to add a page if you do need it. For media, there will be your typical AM, FM, Sirius XM channels, and now you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Under the comfort section are the heating and cooling controls, plus the heated seats and steering wheel controls, or you can use the buttons below. Under navigation, you have a more crisp image, while on the phone tab, you can now pair up to 2 phones at the same time. Heading to the vehicle tab, we'll have the mirror dimmer and rear view camera. Finally, under apps is everything that I went over and a few other things, plus you now have Alexa built in. Even the top section is a touch bar, which does bring down shortcuts. Above that is more of that nice black onyx trim and more storage, plus a 12 volt plug. On top is the dimmable rear view mirror, and then you have the buttons for the interior lighting, assist and SOS, and the rear power sliding window. Coming around to the passenger side, there is decent storage in the storage compartment, but above that is a bit more storage space if you do need it. But if you go ahead and close that, you'll have the interior badging for the build to serve. For the key fob, it's a typical Ram truck key fob. As for what powers this truck, with the Bighorns, you do have the option of the V6, but if you want to get the build to serve, you do need to get the Hemi. And this has the 5.7 liter Hemi V8 engine with fuel saver MDS, which is going to give you 395 horsepower and 410 pound-foot of torque. Also, depending on how you spec out your Bighorn, this engine is capable of towing a little over 11,300 pounds. And here's the window sticker for this 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn built to serve. You've got the standard equipment and then the optional equipment, which this truck has a decent amount of. At the bottom is the pricing, which is in Canadian dollars, minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts if they're being offered. Well, that does it for this 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn built to serve. Let me know what you think of this truck. Do you love it or do you hate it?